Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my friends who love Svengoolie out there, right here in Berwyn. All right, anyway, I want to talk today a little bit about Buddhism and its connection to meditation. You know, Buddha is like the archetypal yogi sitting and meditating. He's also like Shiva, but without the creative powers because he never claimed to be a god. But the whole idea is that you destroy your ignorance and you discover your own deep nature by sitting still and quieting the mind. So, a lot of what the Buddhist teachings do, especially the Abhidharma, the psychology of Buddhism, is it's like a map and it corresponds to what's happening inside yourself. So, when you meditate, you can follow the teacher's words and see this unfolding in terms of your own succession of mind moments, and it teaches you about the impermanence, that things don't stay, and the unsatisfactoriness. You'd like it to be continuous joy, but it doesn't happen. It's intermittent, or it doesn't exist at all, or it only comes occasionally. And then you try to find yourself, the elusive self, that's the great one. So they're telling you that it's the viewpoint of I, of me and mine, that creates the insecurity and the instability in your life. And of course, the inability to feel the perfection that your own ego judges that you're so far from. And so to be open to these teachings, you have to suspend disbelief. It may not be true, but if you start by saying, well, it's definitely not true, there's no way you're going to sit still and find out how true is it really. And what they basically tell you is that the scattered mind, right, the flickering mind, the superficial mind can't go deep. You have to learn to concentrate. So samadhi techniques or things that help you get your mind one-pointed have to begin if you're going to find out deeper insight. Like they say, the straw is light, it stays to the top, the gem is heavy, it floats down. So sufficient concentration and then mindfulness is necessary in order to penetrate these layers of the mind, the sheaths of the mind. Now, of course, every time you identify with someone going somewhere, that's a concept, right, of someone going somewhere, thinking that there's some place to go to, so that you're always looking for something different than what your actual experience is. And so to that extent, the constant identification with what you're not puts you on the path or the wheel of samsara, going around and around and around, never realizing that you're postponing or putting away the potential realization of the experience in the moment because you're looking for something other than what you're experiencing. So the effort to be mindful is not the effort to get anywhere. It's the effort to bring yourself back to paying attention and not be distracted by all the things that pull you away from being in the here and now, which is where your life actually is happening. So once you realize you don't have to destroy it, you don't have to get rid of it, you don't have to crucify it because it isn't there to begin with, then you start getting a little more relaxed and easy about how you approach everything. And of course, one of the main things they say is giving of yourself in all different ways is an essential representation of the non-greed factor. It's really in tune with the ultimate of the Dharma. So you learn to be a generous person in many, many respects. And of course, giving of your material self is the least of what you have to give. So you start asking yourself, if you want to really be a giver, what are the qualities of mind that involve the most purity? How can I clean up my intentions? What develops the unwholesome or wholesome states of mind? Well, they say greed, hatred, and delusion are the unwholesome states of mind. Non-greed, non-hatred, non-delusion are the wholesome states of mind. So once you understand how to watch your mind states, you start to realize that the karma of your life, what's been created through cause and effect, has a lot to do with the intention. The karma accrues from the state of mind, not just the action done. That's the final cementing of it. Where are you coming from? What's the spin behind your motivations? And what you learn basically to see that through or from is through sitting practice. And you watch yourself, especially in the gap between the breaths, return to your sitting practice. My teacher used to say, no matter how you think your mind is flying all over, feel your buttock bone on the cushion. We call it flat bottom thoughts. You're not going anywhere. So very rhythmical, no strain, no force, no tension, just easy sitting back and observing what's going on. And as they say,